All right, hey there, small town America. You know, when we started the Heritage Series, we wanted to showcase our Western heritage, our Western way of life. And, digging into the fabric, what we can see and what we can feel, listening to the stories. But the amazing thing is seeing our culture. America is made up of so many traditions and so much culture. That's why God blesses a nation. This past week, we had the opportunity to meet with some true Mexican vaqueros, Mexican cowboys, that their training on the Andalusian horse is amazing. And I hope that you will be honored and blessed as I was to hear this. Even though there's a language barrier between us, our love and respect for our heritage and for the horse brings us together and is what continues to make our Western heritage. So I hope that you'll sit back and enjoy this segment. Special thanks to Tommy Bull for being on hand, a professional horse trainer, and he was able to kind of walk us through the training that goes into this rare breed of horse. It's a performance horse. It's known as the Spanish war horse. Beautiful, magnificent animals. So I hope you enjoy. So how do they use the Andalusian horse?
They used the Andalusian, it's a war horse originally. They used it in battle, and they train them in Mexico and in Portugal and Spain. The horse is originally from Spain, and they teach them to fight bulls. They have a bull that they put a set of horns on a cart, and they start them on a cart, and eventually put them on a bull with no horns, and then they fight them with a bull with horns, an older bull that's a little weaker. And they get them soft. It's one of the softest, most athletic horses out there. It's a very athletic horse.
We were talking earlier during the cattle drive today, as they had the workhorses
sure
with them out there on the drive with them.
Yeah.
But just how much of our American heritage originated from the Spanish when they came over.
I think everything comes from the Arab. The Arab is the foundation horse. So just about every warm blood and a lot of the hot-blooded horses like the thoroughbred and the standardbred are all from the foundation Arab horses. So the breeding of the Arab is what brings us all these great horses. Even the Spanish barb that the Spaniards brought over here, very similar to the Andalusian, but not quite the same horse. But that barb bred with the thoroughbred, and that's where we get the quarter horse from.
Right. And I know that you're a world-class trainer.
Yeah.
the training's a little bit different because you're doing a lot. Is that leg work in there?
Yeah, that's leg work. It's they use a whip as a cue, and they get the horse moving its feet, and also they use their spur to lift up the horse's belly. So you're talking 4 years of training. That horse is in a bridle. It's a spade bit. It takes probably 4 years to get that horse into that bit. They start out with a boselle on the nose. They go to a thick boselle. They go to a bosalita. They hold the bit for a year before they even touch the bit. They hold the bit on the neck, and to get that kind of collection, that bit is like a Garcia bit. It's a spade. It's about that long, and it's very sensitive. You just move left and right. I have a snaffle here. It's a very mild bit. That bit works off of leverage, and it's extremely severe leverage. So as you see these guys, they're lifting, they're just riding that horse with the finger. You're riding the saddle with the finger, whereas when you have a snaffle, you're riding with both hands. Right. So that's a finished horse right there. You're looking at
it's an art. Yeah, it's an art.
They're real horsemen. One of the greatest horsemen out there, and there's a big influence of Spanish training on Californios, and from the Californio comes the vaquero, or our flat hat guys from California, Nevada, that area. You have a buckaroo that comes out of that, and the buckaroos tend to go with that kind of bit, and you're talking years of refinement. Where a lot of performance horse people tend to rush a horse into a correction bit, and you got to get them in the arena.
Right. Well, Parker County is big for their cutting and their reining. That's what they're known for. And Scott, we kind of talked about that a little bit, about that's the culture that kind of came in, and the competition for rodeo. That's kind of how rodeo came about, is that you had all of these skilled, talented riders or whatever, who had the best hand for their ranch.
Yeah, that was back in the day before there was a lot of discipline, and in the arena what happened is we began to break down different breeds. We get into the quarter horses, the most agile with strength and speed to rope and do what we do in the rodeo arena. Nowadays some of your team roping horses are kind of getting crossed with thoroughbred blood because they have a long stride, they're really quick to the cattle, then of course they're really big. But anyway, talking about the American cowboy and the sport of professional rodeo, we use a lot of quarter horses, and it's a great breed of horse. I mean, you just, bar none, one of the hardest working horses out there, and they're very dependable. And again, what we're doing tonight in the parade is just a celebration like they did in the old days. They had a parade, they brought their cattle in, and dances. They've got a little dance on the square tonight, and then throughout the week we're going to have all these different performances and crown our champions towards the end of next week.
All right, hey there, small town America. If you hadn't noticed, they put us right behind these amazing, wonderful stallions that are doing an awesome job of dancing this whole route. It's unbelievable the way that they are performing, you know, and it almost just kind of makes me want to kind of get up here and cumbia with you. Just amazing horsemen, horse skills. These guys are amazing.